Hello.
All right, hello.
Hey,
Woo!
everybody. Thanks for coming out. I'm going to remove the mask because I can't see anything.
So fast.
Yeah, I was going to try to read with it, and then I was just like, nope, don't see any words. So, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to the, I want to say, 6th episode of the B.R.I.A.N Identity, and to the grand finale of our Extra Life Marathon stream. I'm your host. I'm your host and GM, Sam. You may know me as the GM of Pot Against the Machine. We've got Jiro running the stream and a transcendent group of role players here who are going to do their best to cover for me as I pretend to know how to play both Pathfinder and Starfinder 2nd editions and leave long, uncomfortable silences every time I have to do math. So I'm about to talk for entirely too long. Before we get into that, let's do some introductions. And as is tradition, those introductions will start with our celebrity guests, Heath, Ross, and Tyler. Heath, why don't you start us off by introducing yourself?
Sure. I am Heath Parker. You may or may not know me from the Strange Tablefellows network, aka the STF network, where we do a whole host of shows. Mostly Starfinder, but also recently started doing a little Pathfinder 2e. So I'm happy to be here. I appreciate the invite.
Let's go to Ross next. We'll do alphabetical order. Why not?
Works for me. I'm usually last in these sort of things. But yeah, my name is Ross Scoggin. I am from the Find the Path podcast. I am here having very, very happy to be here. So thank you all for inviting me. And yeah, we do a lot of mostly Pathfinder. We have a couple 1E shows as well as a 2E show. So, you know, we hope that you give us a chance, have some fun. And again, thanks for having me here.
Thanks for coming. Tyler?
My name is Tyler. I am the game master for the MNMaxed podcast. We are primarily a Pathfinder second edition show. We actually released the day after 2nd edition published in 2019. Silly as that was, but we've been doing it mostly weekly since then, and we have a great time. We're very much a beer and pretzels podcast. Just come and hang out. Bringing everybody into the table, and yeah, I'm really happy that you invited me. I love playing games with new people, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
On my podcast, we don't allow beer or pretzels, Tyler.
I think that's the key difference and conflict that we're going to have here, because actually the enemy, there's one enemy that's pretzels and there's one that's beer. And
we'd have to deal with both of them at the same time.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
But I love
so we're going to
pretzels.
split into factions. That's what it is.
Everybody in chat vote beer or pretzels.
And
beer,
how about Jeff?
Category.
I know, right?
Jeff and Zach, you still have to introduce yourselves.
I know you said how about Jeff. I was vamping. How about that, Jeff?
How about Jeff?
How about Jeff?
Hello, that's me. I am Jeff. If you know me, you know me from Pot Against the Machine, which is wild. And yeah, now it's Zach's turn. That wasn't awkward.
Hi, everyone. I am Zach. You may know me from Pot Against the Machine or earlier. Pretty much all day. That is so. But yeah, no. The only thing I'd like to share with you, the audience, is that we got to experience Sam in their full regalia for far longer than any of you. Took it off pretty much immediately, so I have to assume it was mostly for us and our vaunted and esteemed guests.
Yeah, I really burned all that mask time off camera.
You really did.
Next time I'll plan better. And by that, I mean, no, I won't.
Yeah.
So before we start playing, I'd just like to encourage everyone out there to take a moment to donate what you're able to Extra Life in support of the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. Every hour, Children's Miracle Network hospitals treat 39 kids for diabetes, 39 babies in neonatal intensive care units, 92 kids for cancer, 97 kids for surgeries, and 675 kids with traumas. As a parent who just recently spent an agonizing night in a pediatric emergency room at one of these hospitals, let me tell you that the people and facilities that make up the network do an incredible job of taking care of kids and the parents and caretakers who go along with them. Money raised through Extra Life supports member children's hospitals, funding critical treatments and pediatric medical equipment, helps make sure that hospitals can provide charitable care for those in need, and helps subsidize specialized services not covered by insurance. I was going to say that we were hoping to raise $500 towards this great cause by the end of this stream, but we've blown past that already. Thank you, everyone, for your support so far. Last I checked, I think we're at 730, which is amazing. The Extra Life link should still be live in our overlay, and it's going to appear periodically in the chat. To incentivize donating a little bit, our party is not going to start with any hero points tonight because I'm a monster.
No.
What a monster.
When you donate
Right?
during this game, you can grant a hero point to the player of your choice if you specify in the comment section of the donation, or you can leave it blank and the hero point will go to a random player. If you do want to donate at least $10 and you think everything is a bit too easy on the players, you can write in the comments that I should add a monster, and I will.
Oh no.
Oh God.
No.
Oh my. This just got interesting.
Remember to leave us a means of contacting you when you make your donations, as every donation enters you in a raffle to win never before seen Agents of B.R.I.A.N t-shirts or other Pot Against the Machine gear. And if you make a donation of $10 or more, I will reach out and I'll send you a random sticker. And some of those stickers are pretty sparkly.
Nice.
I was gonna say that meeting your goal takes the pressure off of the guests, but
No.
I was incorrect about that.
We're in danger. Oh no.
Newt in chat is asking about villain points. Can you get villain points with donations?
Dude, what did we do?
Sure, if you want to give me villain points, I will gladly accept villain points.
Oh God, we are doomed.
This is great.
Doomed!
Oh, one shot through
I mean, that's
perfect
one
opportunity just to, accept a character death. It's okay.
Fair enough.
Nowhere in this was it described to me as meat grinder. I didn't see that term anywhere.
I would like to jump in with a possible suggestion. Finder pointed out that they made a relatively large donation earlier in the day. Would that maybe count to give everybody a starting hero pity point?
Fine,
Love a pity
fine.
Wow.
You can
As it
have your
were.
pity points.
Ooh,
Pity.
pity.
And you can all thank
Finder.
Finder
Yeah.
for it. Thank you,
Thank you,
Finder.
Finder.
Thank you, Finder.
So previously on the B.R.I.A.N identity, the agents of the Bureau of Research and Investigation of Aliens in Numeria, at the request of their leader, Garrett Burwaddle, chased some definitely normal sheep that definitely stayed sheep the whole time. Before that, they broke into the basement of a craft store and stole a sticker press for some reason, pondered some multicolor orbs and wasted a quite possibly priceless bottle of champagne, confronted a boat full of alien robot pirates who turned out to just be kobolds and a disgruntled accountant, and before that, they investigated weird leaf activity in the Echo Wood, and that turned out to be a dabbing skeleton who was just looking to sell some people his apples. But all of that already happened, and I think we can all agree that things that already happened sucked. Or suck. We're here for things that are happening right now.
We are the new wave.
Tonight, we open just outside the edges of a little town called Torch, where night never truly falls because there's a big purple bonfire constantly raging on top of the hill that overlooks the town, screwing up everyone's sleep cycles, and wreaking absolute havoc on the moth population. Our story begins, as such stories so often do, in a gigantic cardboard box that has been erected as a makeshift base of operations in the middle of a field. It's early evening. Several torches have been stabbed lazily into the ground and are sticking out at odd angles, throwing all sorts of frightening shadows on the walls, which are brown except one bit that's definitely too close to a torch and starting to char. Garrett Burwaddle, bleachling gnome and esteemed leader of the Bureau of Research and Investigation of Aliens in Numeria, knew I'd get it the second time, stands on top of a beer keg with an angry cartoon face painted on the side, addressing a crowd of 5 intrepid adventurers. Tell me, friends, who is Garrett addressing in the preposterously large box that is obviously soundproof for science reasons? We're going to go in reverse order this time, so we'll start with Tyler.
There is a tall human man. He is looks like he's wearing padded armor, and he's about 6'2", like 215 pounds. And he's just a big, beefy looking military dude. He's 43 years old. He's gruff. He's got a sharp goatee, and his hair is very well kept and tidy. He's got RBF. Definitely has RBF.
And
Ross. And I'm a fighter.
Oh.
Fighter.
Right.
Well, fair enough.
Ross, how about you?
All right. Well, we have Nalova Aruvial. She is an elven woman standing just under 6 feet. She is has a rather thin build, a longbow strapped behind her. She has dark hair and wears a coyote skin cloak and hunting leathers. A holy symbol of Ketefris, the elven god of the hunt, also hangs from her neck. In fact, she is a cleric, so hopefully this won't be too bad of a meat grinder. I'll do my best.
Heath?
Yeah, I am playing Dagon Squisher, who is an Athamaru, which is like the fish people race, and he is a green-skinned, very aquatic, fish-looking humanoid who appears to have only recently, probably this morning, come out of the sea, presumably to further the goals of his vague and nameless patron, the Ripple of the Deep, and somehow ended up here, confused and trying to look angry and intimidating, but probably just looking like a fish person version of Billy Bob Thornton from Sling Blade. And he is a witch, and he has a little toad familiar on his shoulder, named, obviously, Jeremiah.
Of
course.
Obviously.
Yeah.
As such, bullfrogs often are.
Almost always.
How about Zach?
My character that I spent a bunch of time putting together is a goblin of relative goblin size of height and weight. Their name is Lim Richard Beaslebottom, but you can call him Lim Rick. And he is a goblin bard. Yep.
All right.
Limerick.
And Jeff?
Yeah. Assembled here with this fine, competent group of adventurers is an ancestry rarely seen, especially outside of Mwangi. Why are they here? Just wanted to make one. This is a male Shisk. It's a bone-feathered kind of. You could think of them as porcupine people. They have hollow bones, but they've got kind of what look like quills, mostly sticking out of their arms. And he is super thin because hollow bones, but 6 feet, kind of on the dot. He has a a sword in one hand, and this kind of rather handsome-looking regalia around his shoulders. He is a thaumaturge.
All right. Well, I haven't done my Garrett voice in about 2 years, so this is going to be interesting. Well, Garrett, standing up on his cartoon keg, addresses all of you. Good evening, most esteemed Gigachads. I've gathered you all here right next to my hometown because the foolish alien invaders have finally made a mistake so big that they will have no choice but to be found out by all of you. And then people will stop not believing me and start giving me, like, money and stuff. So, check this out, right? You've all heard about the traveling show Dinosaurs Dead that has all these stuffed dinosaurs on display for kids to look at and be all like, oh, wow, dinosaurs sure do scare me. I'd better buy a branded hat or some crap. Well, that show is here, today, right next to us. And I've got hot gas that the real reason this show is traveling is not to make money, but rather to expose the citizens of Numeria to the unique radiation of the Star Rock, an alien artifact not to be confused with the Star Stone, which is way less cool and less important to the setting. You see, instead of making you into a god when you touch it, the Star Rock uses its special radiation to empty out a space in your brain that alien potatoes climb into, and then they pilot your body like a giant. He stops, reaches behind him, and pulls out what appears to be a weighted burlap sack. What I need y'all to do is get in there, find the Star Rock, and throw this specially shielded bag over it so it can't hollow your brains out, and then steal that bad boy and bring it back here so we can finally stop the alien invasion once and for all and get super duper rich.
All right, we can do that.
So, how many people have been taken by the invaders so far? Is there a way to help them?
They're all probably dead, and it's probably like thousands, but there's no way to know because everyone is suppressing the truth. Everyone.
Good to know.
If they're not in this box right now, you have to assume that they're in on it.
Right. Okay.
Question. So, when does the brain potato replacement occur in the distance to the rock with the bag that was supposed to put over it? Will it get us before then?
Good question.
No, you should be fine. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Well, you're not going to be there. Of course you're not worried about it.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, just like don't touch it and get that bag on there and you know, poof.
Oof.
And where in town is this display exhibit?
It's like 20 feet away. If you walk out of this box and just turn left, like you're gonna see it. It's right there. This big freaking huge tent is crazy.
Well, play secret base. I like it.
I have a question.
What's up?
What is money?
Money is like this thing that is, you know, some people care about it and some people don't care about it. Probably most people don't care about it, but like I do sometimes. So like don't worry too much about it.
I see no problems with this plan.
Absolutely nothing can go wrong.
Do you know what we can expect at all?
Probably like a bunch of like fake dinosaurs and like a bunch of like little kids like being like, ah! And like maybe there'll be like, I don't know, like security guards or something. But like, I don't know, that's about it. You know how these things are. Sometimes the security guards.
Right. Just a question. Do you think the kids is in on it?
Oh, they might be. There's no way to know. They should like open up their heads and see if there's a potato in there or not.
We should have said, all kids, active targets, moving forward.
Uh,
I
Maybe-
don't think we should do that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
maybe
it's
only
okay. It's okay. Let's not allay your concerns here, friend. All children on site.
I think maybe only if they try to stop us. I feel.
Yeah, you don't want to make too much of a ruckus. Then, the aliens are gonna get the idea of what's going on, and then they're probably gonna come down in their spaceships or something.
Should we eat the unruly children?
Please no.
No, definitely not.
What about the aliens? Can we eat them?
Maybe like the potatoes.
That sounds fair. If we meet any alien potatoes, you can definitely eat them.
That'll work.
All right. Well, if there's no more questions, it's literally just like right outside.
All right, then I guess we head outside.
Garrett does finger guns to point at you as you leave.
Ah! Excellent.
Once we're out of sight, I'm just gonna kind of turn around and look at everybody else.
We're gonna leave the kids alone, right?
I mean, I had every intention of doing so.
Right. A lot of that sounded like plops to me.
Yeah, totally not on site with the kids. I understand that. Yeah, absolutely.
I will not eat the children today.
Good. Very reassuring.
That's good. We'll talk
I
about
feel-
maybe other days too, but I suppose, you gotta eat, I guess.
I'll take what I can get.
Right.
Anyways,
I guess let's go take a look at this place.
let's hope it doesn't
Oh.
cost too much to get in.
As you
Oh.
approach the entrance to the huge tent that is right next to the huge cardboard box and much bigger, there are brightly painted signs sitting nailed to two 20-foot tall wooden posts that have been jammed unceremoniously into the ground. There is a tired-looking teen dressed in a khaki explorer's outfit standing between you and the exhibit, just in front of a velvet rope that blocks the entrance entirely. Well, it blocks like a 2.5-inch thick line across the whole entrance. So there's above and below it, presumably. But the teen barely even looks at you before sighing and delivering their spiel. Welcome to Dinosaurs Dead, where history is alive so the dinosaurs don't have to be. Pause for laughter. Can I see your tickets?
Where does one go to get a ticket?
If you have not purchased a ticket ahead of time, they can be purchased at the box office, which is right here for 5 silver pieces.
Very good.
Everybody got enough to cover.
Yeah, I should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Actually,
Why not?
do. I didn't
5
really buy a
silver?
lot of
Sure.
stuff.
I have 5 silver, easy.
I'm
Yeah.
a loaded goblin.
Nice.
Yeah, Dagon pats his tattered rags that he's wearing, looking for money, he presumes. And Jeremiah's mouth opens unnaturally wide, and he spits out a bag of coin into his hand. I've got it covered.
Good. But he can eat a lot, apparently.
Yeah,
Mm.
everybody's got hobbies.
The teen sighs aggressively as they take all the money and produce like little paper slips that stand in as your tickets and says, "Enjoy your journey through ancient Galarian." Unclips the rope so that you can proceed through the previously impenetrable barrier of a velvet rope.
Yep. Impossible.
Enjoy not being eaten.
I'll try.
Oh, God.
By the dinosaurs.
I've
of
been
course.
there. Yeah.
As you step through the flaps and into the gigantic towering tent, see a vast expanse of temporary wooden pilings holding up striped, draping fabric higher and higher the farther it is away from you. 70 feet tall at its peak, maybe 120 feet straight in front of you. Countless lanterns dangle from the big top and sway lightly as the entire apparatus ripples in the light breeze from outside. The firelight can't quite drown out the subtle purple glow that seeps in through the fabric. Townsfolk and visitors from all around mill through this huge space, examining the various displays and wow, actually, now that your eyes come around to them, there are shockingly lifelike dinosaurs with plates and spikes and teeth. Oh, the teeth. But of course, they're dead dinosaurs, so it's fine. They are sort of in a ring around the outside of this huge tent, where there's a second inner ring closer to the center than the dinosaurs, where there are a bunch of elaborate-looking displays. It's hard to tell too much about them from all the way over here, but they're probably amazing. And then in the center itself, dead ahead, it looks like there's a second tent. There's a tent in the tent, which is a bit intense.
Nice.
Ho, ho, ho.
Nice.
Yes.
Good God. I know that it's just the dynamic lighting, but this looks like just a big baseball diamond.
Mm.
Right now, it kind of does.
All right, well, onward to the stone we are here to steal. I mean, money?
Right. No, just we're not here to take anything at all. Really.
Step 2, profit.
Yep. That sounds like the plan.
It's like 2 brains. Just kind of charges in.
I guess should we look at the dinosaurs first, or?
I mean, the dinosaurs kind of sound cool.
True. Never seen one in real life before. Apparently, there's some places where they still exist. I don't know.
That sounds scary. We can save them over here. They're big.
Yeah.
I've seen a megalodon.
It's
Really?
kind of wide open wherever you want to go. There's dinosaurs everywhere.
I do have a question. Sam, is this person working hard or hardly working? That's really what I want to know.
That person is a glorious generic villager who is having a wonderful time.
Good. All right. Yeah. Fair answer.
There are, of course, generic villagers and generic patrons milling all through, and they're all moving all the time. It's weird that the sprites seem to be frozen for some reason, because they're totally moving.
Totally.
What happens when you leave it in the freezer?
One of these things. Dagon, I don't think you can eat that.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, what is it?
I don't know.
As you approach the first set of dinosaurs over on the right-hand side from where you came in, you can see a plaque that labels these little guys as Protoceratops. And there's a little information bubble with a little cartoon skunk on it who's kind of helpfully letting you know that though they lack the distinctive horns of their larger relative, the Triceratops, the Protoceratops is more than capable of holding its own in combat, using its tail to knock enemies to the ground, and its sturdy frills to turn away blows. Weird that that's like the first thing that they would go to in like a children's exhibit, but...
Probably because it looks
Tracks. Kids seem pretty dangerous to me still. I mean, I know they're not on site, but
Well,
What are these these bookcases here. Like
What's going on
this
there?
one says bigoted exhibit.
Oh, wow.
I don't.
I did not realize that it gave. These are, of course, the displays of various things of, like, sort of mobile museum style. The one you are in front of, I totally can tell immediately that it is a display of ancient invertebrates. It's a display of mounted and labeled ancient shells and fossilized impressions of creatures supposedly found in all sorts of exotic locales, each carefully mounted and labeled. That same fun little cartoon skunk has been painted on the display in several places, with speech bubbles coming out of its mouth and wrapping around the descriptive plaques, as if the cartoon was reciting them to you.
That's cute.
Cute, but racist.
Yeah, it is. What?
Foundry apparently decided that one was a racist display.
Just token bold
man.
throwing in random names.
Yeah. I guess while we're wandering around, is there any chance I could like maybe make a perception check to see if there's any guards like generally paying attention or
Yeah, sure.
what's going on? All right. Do you want me to do that secret or I haven't?
You can do it in the open.
Okay. Very well. Figured, why not? 13 for 26. Not bad, not bad.
With a 26, I think where you're standing, you can just barely catch the like front of what looks like a rather large person in a business suit down to the southwest, over by that tent in the tent. Kind of standing at attention, but that appears to be the only sign of a guard that you see anywhere.
There's only one person defending the inner tent, the inner. Oh no, I'm doing it now.
You think just the one?
Seems
Hey,
so.
hey, Dagon.
Hello.
Can you like talk with your mind to your little frog buddy or something?
About what?
Well, I'm just wondering maybe if the frog found a way to sneak into the tent, then maybe, you could tell us if that's what's, the thing, the stone we're looking for is in the little tent in the, the big tent.
Unfortunately, Jeremiah cannot speak, even with his brain.
Oh, but
All right.
Spud can. And Bredgekrug pulls out a little porcupine familiar that he has, which is actually the token art, because there's no Shisk art hardly at all in existence. And he can't see in the dark, but he can speak common.
Okay.
Maybe they can get by the god. Tell us what's up.
I vote that it's face of the party. Why not? Just go diplomats us in.
Yeah, like, let me see my sheet. My foundry doesn't have a sheet for my familiar, but I do. I'm sure it's all good numbers.
Zach, I thought you were making a reference to being the face of the party like you were earlier on machine learning. Like it can be the face as it takes.
I want your porcupine to live a long time. We could also just walk over and talk to them first.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is it yeah, all right.
Yeah, just a little sidle over here.
Mm.
Yeah, as you get closer and get a better angle on it, you can actually see that there are three.
Oh, look at those top hats.
Yeah, standing in front of the mysteriously dark entrance to the tent within the tent are 3 towering, muscular, nearly identical looking Kelid warriors. They have facial tattoos and long, unkempt hair and gigantic great axes that have clearly seen their share of battle. But instead of wearing armor or furs or any sort of adventuring gear like you might expect, they're wearing fancy tuxedos, top hats, and aviator sunglasses. These aren't just barbarians. These are executive barbarians. You can also tell just by looking at them that any one of them could probably house your entire party in a fight. So you could totally try to fight your way past them, but it would probably make the show pretty short.
Tempting.
I don't know, guys. They look pretty cool.
Oh, I mean-
You're right, Dagon. They do look pretty cool.
It's fair. The tokens do look better than mine.
I think yours is pretty cool,
That's a
personally.
pretty adorable token.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
It's-
Okay.
All right.
Do we want to keep looking at them bones? Oh,
I suppose we could take a look at some more dinosaurs.
I mean, we paid.
True, we did pay.
This is really good audio, too. It's just us regarding the natural world.
I suppose it's possible the rock is out here, too. It may not be in there. It's
That's true.
absolutely in there.
We could be sure to check, you know.
Yeah. Good idea
Wait,
to make
did we-
sure.
Did we check any of the exhibits on the way in? Oh, we totally missed those.
You only checked the bigoted.
exhibit.
Well, they're all racist. I don't want to check them.
Well, somebody's got to check them, Dagon. I'll check the pale exhibit.
The pale exhibit looks like a map of dinosaur dig sites. Appears to be a map of the world of dubious quality. Some of the place names are wrong or smudged badly enough that they're unreadable. There are elaborately carved wooden markers mounted on the surface of the map with shiny little pegs highlighting different spots. It appears that they want you to believe that these dinosaurs were found at the crown of the world over in Aslant, which notably is not sunken on this map. And Sarasan, honestly, basically everywhere in the world that is very far from here.
It's just maps.
What about this proactive exhibit? I kind of like its style.
This is like
fun with the hyphen.
This is like a big table filled with sand, and sticking out of the sand to various degrees are dozens of bone-like items that honestly look like they've been carved from very brittle stone rather than pieces of a real skeleton. There's a pretty big jaws and femurs and stuff, and then there's like a fanged skull mounted on a post overlooking the whole thing like it's encharged. As this is the You Can Touch the Bones exhibit. You seem to be down on the south side in the like real carnivore area. You've got a Carnotaurus, there's a T-Rex down there, there's a perverse Spinosaurus. Founder really had fun with the names here.
It's our team should do better with their hiring. It's like a little background check on any of these would probably save them a bunch of negative press.
What about this one of, Atlanta Braves third baseman Chipper Jones?
That is an incredibly detailed diorama. Covered by a layer of glass, this table holds a shockingly well-crafted diorama depicting miniature battle on a massive scale with hundreds of humanoids riding little yellow dinosaurs and wielding various weapons, locked in mortal combat with larger orange dinosaurs in all different shapes and sizes. There's fake blood everywhere, and you can even see expressions painted with love on the humanoids' faces. It's clear that there was real artistry here, but honestly, you have no idea what they're trying to say.
Also, Chipper Jones should be in the pro inactive exhibit.
Ew.
We don't have Chipper Jones here. This is a Mets podcast.
I didn't agree to that.
My favorite sport.
It was in the contract. It's all Mets all the time.
You signed a contract?
Yeah, you guys got contracts?
Would I sing?
Let's see. I guess I'll check
So,
the. Yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say. I guess we'll check exhibits and see if maybe any of these have, like, I guess the Scrubby exhibit. I don't know if that has a stone.
I do enjoy listening to all these exhibits that you have here, though, by the way.
Yeah.
Well done.
That appears to just be a beehive for some reason.
Oh,
It's unclear why, but this large upright box is translucent on both sides and can be easily rotated. The translucent surfaces allow you to see an active colony of bees inside, crawling all over one another and doing bee things. It's unclear why it's here, but it is kind of cool.
rather like dinosaurs, bees.
I'm pretty sure they are dinosaurs.
Are these dinosaurs?
I
I mean, I am the
don't know enough
bird.
about bees.
Oh, they're thinking about bees again. Oh no.
What about your well-spoken exhibit?
This is like the
very erudite?
the twin of the incredibly well-made diorama. This is instead an incredibly poorly made diorama. It's another glass-covered table, but under it, there's like a bunch of clay blobs sloppily painted with bright colors and just kind of tossed on a green cloth. One of them kind of looks like a Tyrannosaurus, but that one's like tipped over on its side, so you couldn't even tell it what it was to begin with. It's just kind of weird. It's not even labeled.
Oh,
But
I like this one.
as you're over on this side of the exhibit
Uh-oh.
here,
This is another racist one.
It's an intolerant.
Why? The exhibits, no.
What kind of museum is this?
Seriously.
one of the
It
dinosaurs.
needs to be federally defunded.
One of the dinosaurs over on this side of the tent, it starts to move.
Wait,
And
what?
It opens up its mouth and it lets out like a dinosaur kind of. And it starts menacing this bossy generic patron right near you. So it's time to roll for initiative.
oh my.
Oh no.
Did somebody bring in a live dinosaur?
I gotta take the well-spoken exhibit out of the initiative tracker, though. The exhibits
The
do not
exhibit
get
attacks.
a turn.
However, exhibit does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exhibit always gets a turn.
I have a suspicion new actor is going to go at some point.
Oh no. There you go.
Oh no, everyone's a new actor.
Oh wait, I rolled an 8, not a 2. My bad. Well, whatever.
Why isn't it letting me? Oh, there we go. I'm good at Foundry, I promise. I'm gonna take these generic patrons off of here, and we're gonna start with new actor 22. That is the Echidna. What is your initiative?
Brudgegrug, the Shisk, his initiative is a 24.
Nice. It really helps that the initiative tracker has like all the character names that I know so well on it. How about the fishman whose name I remember?
Dagon got a 20.
Nice.
All right. How about our elfin friend, also whose name I know?
Nalova got a 16. I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, ouch.
How
How about our human friend?
I also got a 16, but I did not roll a 1.
Fair enough.
And our goblin, also I know. Oh, your name is Limerick. I got that one.
Yep.
I got
Sorry,
one name.
Lim Richard to you. And that is going to be a 5 for a 13.
All right. Unfortunately for everyone here, the dinosaur does go first. Now, this huge dinosaur, as it lurches to life, it's going to just kind of step off of its post and, its back, the armored panels on its back shift to the sides and rearrange themselves, and a giant laser rifle built on a telescoping turret emerges from inside the beast. It's going to take a shot just at this human fighter that's directly in front of it.
What? That's not. Ow!
This is a normal thing that happened. That is a 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits. So you said laser cannon, right? I just want to...
Yeah. Laser cannon. I told you the Starfinder rules were allowed. That is 10 fire damage from the laser cannon.
Oh.
And
Shoot me!
for its third action, I think it is going to shoot at a random civilian who is... No, actually, it's just going to swing its tail at the civilian because it's so close. Yeah, that's totally going to hit the civilian. The civilian is down.
Ugh.
If she dies of natural causes, in my contract, can I eat her?
Dagon.
Yes!
Being smacked by a dinosaur is not natural causes.
Oh, it's not unnatural. I didn't do it.
Makes it tender! Anyway, sorry. I am a goblin.
That will end the dinosaur's turn.
All right.
Which brings up our echidna friend.
If you would kindly unpause the game, I will.
Oh,
take
yeah.
my turn.
I'm good at this.
Yeah, boy.
Dust.
So 25 feet is enough movement to get adjacent to this clearly very normal and dead dinosaur. And then I would like to exploit vulnerability against it. So I'm going to make an esoteric lore check against its DC by level.
All right.
Probably should have done that secretly, but I'm sure that's a fail. So I guess it matters if it's a crit fail.
What's your total? I'm totally looking
Only a
at the screen.
15.
That is not a crit fail.
Dope. So that means I, with a failure, get to exploit the creature's personal antithesis. So could be worse.
Probably meteors.
Yeah. What was that?
Space rock.
Yeah,
Oh,
because of the
yeah,
dinosaur.
meteors. So that is going to give it weakness against my weapon strikes and unarmed attacks equal to 2 plus half my level, which is going to be weakness 4. I could just front load that damage if you would like. And then, thanks to quick draw, with my third action, I can draw my sword, because I certainly wasn't running around here looking at dinosaur exhibits with a sword in hand. So
Why not?
It didn't seem prudent. We will do a strike. Yeah. Yeah. That looks to be a hit.
Bold of you to assume I have stat blocks in Foundry. What's the
What's the
total?
It is bold of me. It told me it hit with an 18. I believed it.
18 actually does not hit the robot.
Well, I feel lied to, but that's okay. That's okay. That'll end my turn.
All right, that brings us to a frogman.
I realize an error in my ways in not getting you to give me a token for my familiar. Should just like kind of tell you where I want it to be.
Sure.
Okay. So to start with, I have as a witch an initial hex called Patron's Puppet, so I can use a free action to have my my patron take control of my familiar, so that I don't have to spend actions to move it. So I'm gonna have it move up like 25 feet, like right. Oh, I can't ping.
I just
2
gave you
spaces.
a
Oh,
guide
quick.
that you can-
There we go. Oh, I can't move it.
You can't.
Oh, that's why. That's why. I had the freaking measuring tool on. Okay, so I move it. I would normally be able to do something because I casted a hex, but it was near me instead of 10 feet away from the enemy, so it's all good. And then I am going to... what is the range? Who is this? New actor 2. Who is that?
That is me, Nilova.
Alright. I'm going to cast Rousing Splash on Nilova.
Okay.
So I cause a splash of cold water to descend on your head, and I'll give you some temporary vigor. So you're gonna get 3d4 temporary hit points for a minute.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and he like raises his staff and one hand and just like snaps a finger, and it's like a bucket of water pours on your head. But you feel great about it.
Wow, no wonder people did the ice bucket challenge.
Right.
Oh, geez, that's bracing.
Dude, I rolled rocks on the 3d4.
All right.
That is 10 temporary hit points for a minute.
Okay,
Nice.
I'll take it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And that's my turn for now. I was gonna help out to start with, and not get my body close to the dinosaur with a rocket launcher or whatever it has.
Laser cannon, you're not far off.
There's definitely
Well
no
then.
rocket launchers in this adventure.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Suspect.
Very.
All
right,
Nilova, you're wet, and it's your turn.
Yep, it is my turn, and somehow, but this is helping me, so you know what? It's fine. Let's go on ahead and... Yep, for my first trick, I'm going to go ahead and cast Bless, so let's get that going there. And I guess since I've been bolstered with magical water of goodness, I'm going to start approaching the robot, so that way I can get that aura closer to everybody. Let's see here. I can move up to 30 feet as a single action. Go there. So yeah. Nice! As I move closer, unarmed. So let's see how this goes. And I believe that is my turn.
All right, Edric.
All right, dinosaur.
Edric uses his first action to pull out and draw his guy's arm. And when he does, I've got this magic item that when I draw my weapon, my armor becomes visible. So, poof, all this like shiny plate mail armor, like full plate armor with gauntlets and the whole 9 yards appears on top of the padded armor. And then he uses his second and third actions to, I know the name of this action, I swear, sudden charge.
Oh, nice.
All right, dinosaur, I'm coming for you.
And he charges in and makes an attack. Thanks for the bless.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's probably 35 to hit.
35 hits. Definitely
Sweet.
hits.
So It's going to push him back 5 feet. The critical effect of pole arms is I get to like reposition 5 feet. So I'm going to actually push him back 5 feet. Or I'm going to reposition him away from the villager. So down and to the right.
Down and to the right, 5 feet.
Yep. And then here comes spider damage.
Oh,
46.
Wow.
Ow.
Oh,
I almost rolled max on those dice. 9 and a 10.
In Grand Pot Against the Machine tradition, that does not all seem to go through, but it doesn't matter. It was 46 freaking damage.
It still hurts.
Which
That's
that
a
was a crit
solid hit.
damage, right? Was an actual crit.
Yeah, it was a crit. The ACs are not in there, but 35 is a crit
sweet.
exactly.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Nalova coming in on that crit there.
Bless.
Love it. That's my turn.
All right. That will bring us to Lim Richard.
All right. Lim Richard will take a step forward, and the first thing so that's a 5-foot step to the east, and then is going to use their focus cantrip, Courageous Anthem, as they begin their perform oratory. There once was a dead dinosaur who began to move and roll. It swung its tail in an NPC it did nail and painted them across the floor. And then it's going to pull out a staff. That's it.
Nice.
So you're all inspired by
Hey.
my Lim Richard.
That's the good news. The bad news is it is once again the dinosaur's turn. Now it's got 2 people right up in its face, so I think it's gonna swing a just big old tail. We're gonna start with I totally remember names. We're gonna start with Boojagrug for our first tail swing here. How does a 23 sound?
Unfortunately successful.
All right. That will be 17 bludgeoning damage, and I do need a fortitude save.
Yikes.
Okay, I'll give you one. Watch. Natural 9. 19. Feel really good at level 5. It's been fun, gang.
So you're stunned 1
Ugh.
by
Gross.
the punishing tail of this creature. And it's going to do the same thing at Edric. I'm totally going to remember my map penalty and roll accordingly. But that is, that's only a 14.
That will miss.
So, worst map penalty, but I got a little backswing on that tail. That's better. How about a 24?
Ooh.
Yeah.
14 damage and a fortitude save.
Yikes. All right.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to use that hero point that Finder so graciously
Yay.
gave us, because a natural
hero
1 on
point.
this sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Got 2 ain't much better, but it's not a natural 1.
It's not a
so
natural
52.
one.
Thank you, Finder.
Yeah.
It's only barely better, but it is in fact better.
All
Yes.
right, so you're also only stunned 1.
At least it's not a crit fail. Oh.
It was pretty close to a crit fail.
Yeah.
About as close as one can get, being a 2. But that'll take us to Brujagurg.
Bridgegrug, stunned 1, only gets 2 actions this turn, which is, a bummer. He will stumble forward to get back up into its grill and give it the old stabberoo, this time with the correct Thank You Finder numbers upon my blade. That would be a 33.
33 will hit.
Hooray. I shall damage it then. And I'm gonna I'll just add the weakness on my end so you don't have to worry about it. And Mighty Sword Slash, wheel and woe. Whopping 17, no 46. But I'm only pretend to be a fighter. And that's both of the actions he gets this turn.
All right.
All right, good slice.
All right, Dagon Squisher.
All right. I am going to use one action to use Reach spell, so I can extend the range of my 30-foot spells to 60 feet. And I'm going to cast Electric Arc at this thing. Classic. So I need a reflex save.
It's super reflexive, being a big.
I thought it might be.
Actually, really good roll. I'm rolling well tonight.
Dang it.
27.
Oh well, that's gonna get it. So that's a basic reflex. So that just means no damage or half damage. Tyler.
Half on a
Half,
success.
unless it was a crit. Yeah.
What is it like? What is it rolling against? My.
Yeah, your spell save DC.
Okay, it's not a crit. It's not a crit. It's just a success.
Nice.
Okay, so it should still be
All
half
right.
damage.
Yeah, so 44. All right, that is half of 13.
Yeah, still pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad.
And it seems like it does a little bit more than half of 13.
Oh, cool. And my familiar, Jeremiah the Bullfrog, also has the independent ability. So even though I'm not controlling him, he gets one action. And I'm going to use that one action to move him away. I thought better of putting him close to the giant laser robot dinosaur.
A bold decision. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yeah, that's my turn. So
All right, Nalova.
All right. Well, I think for starters, I'm going to go on ahead and extend the aura of my bless, focusing on that because that was definitely helpful. Let's go on ahead and let's see here. I will designate this creature as my prey, hunting prey, with my ranger dedication. And then from there, let's go ahead and draw a composite longbow, shall we? And that is my turn. So I don't think anybody's critically bad off or anything at this point. Like, y'all are doing okay HP-wise? Okay, cool. Yeah, I know we've taken a couple lumps, but hopefully nothing
I think it's
too
mids,
bad.
but we're okay for now.
Okay. All right, that is my turn.
All right. Ed, Rick, you and your guy's arm are up.
I lose my first action from stunned. And then we're just gonna vicious swing. We're gonna see if we can just pile on. We got the bless here. I could get into flanking, but this should help. 32.
32 hits.
So after vicious swing, bad roll. 16 damage.
Yeah, still hurts though.
Yeah, it still hurts.
Still hurts, and this thing's getting pretty hurt. But...
That's my turn.
All right, that will move us to Lim Richard.
All right. Yeah, I have to keep this going, huh? There once was an ugly source who made a lot of trouble for us. It should be dead, but it's violent instead. Astrologically, it may be a Taurus. And so everybody stay inspired. And I'm going to use my remaining chances. It's been a long stream, everybody. I'm going to use my 2 remaining actions to pick up maybe one of the less historically questionable exhibits from one of these and launch. Actually, you know what? Let's take one of the ones that is historically questionable because I'm going to use it as a telekinetic projectile against this creature.
Nice.
Take this crudely made Tyrannosaur.
All right. My spell attack is 11. That's a 2. It's a 13.
Ooh.
You have a hero point.
No, I'll save it for later. Right now, I'm just, if we broke this, like, historically inaccurate or, I guess, insensitive piece of regalia, that's okay. So we'll just let it smash against the Ankylosaurus.
You don't even throw it as a projectile, you just throw it away.
Just throw it on the
Get
ground.
this out of here.
Like, this is disrespectful to dinosaurs.
And that's my turn.
All right. Let's see what we got here. I think that... Let me just see what this guy has. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just going to keep smashing some people in front. Well, before it smashes the people in front of it, I think it's going to shoot a laser cannon at Nalova, just for fun. You know, it's got this laser cannon. It's got to shoot it.
Okay. Makes a ranged attack. I use reactive strike. Hendrik smacks him for laser cannon in my reach.
No one gets that in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I have Undead Authority.
Oh, Fighter is the only one that basically gets it out of the box.
Can't.
So,
But
oh,
they've changed the rules. Even they don't.
Reactive strike, that's not real. Come on. Sounds made up, but okay.
Sounds made up.
Oh my god.
Nat 20.
Sounds extra made up. This sounds super made up here.
Oh, 38 damage.
That's the end of the Ankylosaurus.
Yeah.
As sparks fly out of this thing, the laser cannon flops to the ground, and then the entire lurching huge beast crumbles to the ground.
That was a robot, right? Also, thank you. Also, that was a robot, right?
It shot me in the shoulder with the latest laser cannon. You see the burn marks right here.
Yeah, I just real dinosaurs don't have guns, right?
Well, what does it say on the plaque? Does it say dinosaur or robot?
That's a very good question. What does it say on the plaque?
The plaque says Ankylosaurus. It says it's a squat, heavily armed quadruped that definitely implies like real living creature that is dead, not robot.
I guess Ankylosauruses were more Armosauruses, eh? Huh?
Hey.
This is hard. How do you do this one, Limerick?
When
Compulsion. Anyway, sorry, please.
Oh, you're fine. Whenever you guys say that dinosaurs don't normally have like cannons or rocket launchers or whatever, I don't know why my brain is determined that it's a rocket launcher. But Dagon pulls out like a waterlogged like notepad and starts writing down, "Dinosaurs do not have weapons."
Can anyone help me patch up?
Also, can I just assume that people are running and screaming at this point? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the people
Yeah, right.
definitely ran out of that general vicinity. One of the executive barbarians is heading over, apparently fixated more on the broken robot dinosaur than particularly concerned about all of you.
You feel about a bucket of water splash on your head, Tyler.
Thanks, Dagon. I appreciate it.
Let's see what your 3d4 temporary HP is. 4, 4, 2. So 10.
I'll take it.
So if folks are still down, I can cast a quick heal spell. I don't know if.
Yeah. I mean, I can treat wounds if we want to spend 10 minutes. But yeah, I'm down 17.
Let's do that. Save those cleric resources.
Yeah.
Well, that was interesting. I didn't see any potatoes, though.
No, I don't think this was a potato-powered robot dinosaur thing.
Excuse me, docent. I think that's how it's pronounced. I've only ever seen it written. Something attacked our friend.
The executive barbarian says that this part of the exhibit's closed. We gotta do repairs here.
Well,
Clear out.
naturally, yes. All right.
Are you going to repair this dead woman?
She's unconscious. She's fine. She's just gotta walk it off. And he'll walk over. He'll stand her up and move her arm to wave at you and she'll do.
You pulling a Weekend at Bernie's on
I was
us?
gonna say, well, Weekend at Bernie's action, just
I'm just gonna go lie down behind this pillar. It's normal to do. And he goes over and tosses her behind the pillar. Yeah,
Oh
see,
my god.
That's a service we provide is good places for naps.
I suddenly feel a lot less bad about attacking these people.
Dagon starts flipping through his notebook again, looking for the mail address for Oceanic OSHA. I know there's an organization for this.
Oh dear. God. I can also use medicine if anybody needs it, but that is yeah, I don't know if anybody else is still down hit points.
Are you full, Tyler?
I'm still 14 down.
Okay, yeah, I can do that real quick.
I also have medicine, but I just assumed you're probably better at it than I am.
I'm an expert at it and a cleric, so Anyway, let's go ahead and do this real quick. I should have. That's all right. I'll go ahead and just use the standard DC, and we'll go from there. You don't seem to be that bad off.
No.
So,
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Could be much worse.
I could be just got shot in the arm with a laser cannon worse.
all right, so that should be a critical success there. So it should be 4d8. You heal for 15.
Perfect. Almost perfect.
All right. Okay. So that is done.
So, do we just keep checking out dinosaurs?
excuse me, docent. Now that you've put that nice woman down for her nap.
I had nothing to do with that. She did that herself. You all saw her going herself. She even said she said she was going.
Self-inflicted nap, as we call it, yeah. But, my friend here, this fish, he loves rocks, see? You got any rocks here that aren't dinosaurs?
We don't have any rocks right now. If you go outside, I'm sure you could find like a rock on the ground or something. But I really gotta fix this dead dinosaur to look nicer now that it looks terrible. It just sort of looks like a big blood splatter, which is weird because it's a dinosaur. But
I mean, it looks more dead, covered in blood.
enjoy the
Anyway.
rest of the show. It's a lot of fun, good stuff to see all around.
This is basically the plot to Jurassic Park up until this point, from what I understand. I haven't watched that movie in like 10 years, but I'm pretty sure we
like
just
a
throw
way
in
more-
and like we're good.
Way more juvenile and less well thought out.
The first time anything ever's gone wrong.
Jurassic Place.
Yeah, and the villagers have kind of gone back to just looking at dinosaurs and checking out the exhibits. It seems like after the fight
Nothing
ended,
to see here.
everyone's just like, yeah, that's normal. This is Galarian. Sometimes you go see things and those things come to life and attack you.
I mean, don't go to a festival on Galarian, my god.
These villagers are like guards in Skyrim. Like, it must be nothing.
I wonder what inclusive Employment history is on this exhibit right here.
The intolerant exhibit is an exhibit of it's a bookcase, but instead of being filled with books, it's filled with the preserved, in some cases partial, remains of a bunch of small, strange-looking, brightly colored creatures partially embedded in epoxy. Empty spaces in the case between these creatures are filled with cardboard panels depicting the now familiar cartoon skunk, explaining the concept of venomous animals in extremely simplistic terms. It seems strange that there's no glass over the case when these are supposedly prehistoric venomous creatures and anyone could just reach right out and touch them. I will note that by disabling that Ankylosaurus apparent robot, it appears that one of the guards on that central tent has been distracted and has left his post.
We should destroy all the dinosaurs. Or kill the villagers. I'm not quite sure which one is responsible for his lack of attention.
I think the dinosaur, I hope.
Let's just to be safe. Sorry. No, keep going. You have really good ideas.
Oh dear. Yeah. What?
We just walk around until one of these dinosaurs comes to life again, because at this point, that's just kind of what I'm expecting.
I mean, maybe it's easier to look at this tent.
What is
executive?
Did we already check? Was that all of the exhibits, or have we not checked the lovely one yet?
The lovely one is a table that has been painted mostly blue, and that's how you can tell that all the shells that have been nailed to it come from the ocean. Your helpful skunk friend has been painted right in the middle of the table, replete with diving gear and a big smile on its face, and it has a painfully long speech bubble explaining that the earliest dinosaurs weren't dinosaurs at all, and they lived in the water, and they were these little shells instead of dinosaurs, and then eventually they decided to walk out on land and grow huge and start eating people. It is, at its most charitable, a terrible explanation.
This isn't true at all. Before all modern life, there was only the Leviathan in the deep, and he was alone in darkness. Everyone knows that.
Yes, I absolutely knew that.
This is the coolest exhibit, though.
You think so?
Well, it's about water, yeah.
That makes sense. You're right, that makes sense.
I just want to start attacking these dinosaurs.
Yeah. History makes me uncomfortable. I just want to smash it for existing, for not being now.
Yeah, I mean, you, as we said in the intro, things that happened before suck.
Yeah,
so,
that is.
Take this, science. Oh.
At this point, you have completed an approximate circuit around the room. Only one of the dinosaurs sprung to life and tried to kill you. But that did seem to distract one of the guards. You do have a bunch of so far non-threatening dinosaurs still in front of you, and you have a bunch of exhibit tables, and you need to find a way to distract two more guards.
Yeah, to Dagon's thinking, this is the simplest thing in the world. Like, he's gonna electric arc this big dinosaur in front of him.
That would be the Stegosaurus, the over-emotional Stegosaurus.
Is that one a robot? I can't tell anymore.
I mean, does it react to me shooting electricity at it?
Yeah, the electricity basically just punches a hole right through it, revealing the hollow inner core. This appears to either be a dead dinosaur or a fake dinosaur or something, but it doesn't fight back.
This one's not a rowboat.
Take that, history. Is anyone good at talking to people?
Okay,
yes,
at it.
but aren't you the bard?
yeah, I just need someone to help.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure, I can help out.
Just, So, Sam, I'd love to approach one of the other executive barbarians
Sure.
on one of their power lunches or whatever they're doing with their time.
I mean, they
And,
are, standing, looking very cool with their aviator sunglasses and top hats and giant axes, but at relative attention. They do, you can see a little bit of mild concern, probably, because there's been a little bit of destruction lately. But they're mostly just hanging out, doing their jobs.
Hey, what's up? You can consent. Yeah, me too. Anyway, so that exhibit over there and that one over there, did you look at it before you brought it out? Kind of sounds like the uncle I don't invite to holidays anymore. You should. And he points out the intolerant and the bigoted exhibits to both of these two. There's going to be children here, and they shouldn't be learning in conditions like this.
Yeah, I mean, we can pass that along to management, but we're not in charge of the exhibits. We're just here to, do security and stuff.
The security I'm worried about is the future of whatever portion of Galarian we're in. Can I attempt to make some sort of diplomacy check to convince them that there is a moral panic transpiring inside of this tent?
You can attempt to, do
Or lie.
diplomacy or deception.
I
do you
would
think
like to
works
try to aid, I guess.
Ross, do you have a preference of one to the other? Because they're both the same for me.
I am much better at diplomacy than deception.
Same.
Both quite tasteless. So that's my diplomacy.
What do you say to aid in this attempt to convince the...
It's just that I feel like there's certain elements here that kids, if they were to learn it, it could come back to your boss in some way. I really think that maybe you should take a second thought on that, because if your boss starts hearing about bad things and you didn't do anything to prevent it, who do you think is going to get fired,
It's a convincing argument, but I don't won. I don't like how they look.
However, I don't think I actually help, unfortunately.
I think the two barbarians look at each other, and then one of them looks over at you and says, well, you don't like how they look. You're the one who's being intolerant of exhibits. So maybe you should internalize this critique that you're bringing forward and do some deep introspection of what it is that brings you out to this educational experience.
Fair point. Going to immerse myself in introspection and eventual praxis. It was failed. I'm just gonna wander away now. Well, that's my contribution, folks.
How'd it go?
No, apparently they are not very scared about any sort of bad Yelp review, so
Well,
But they don't care which side of the wall the dinosaurs fought on. It's just, sets fire to the exhibit slightly.
All right, what
Does
about
he set fire to the exhibit?
No, sorry. That's just to exhibit the anti-racist basis of this podcast.
Yeah. All right, what about the back of the tent? I mean, is it just a flap? Is there a way to maybe sneak in?
It looks like other than these kind of elaborate angel statues that are for some reason behind the tent, almost as if somebody just wanted to use a couple more tokens from RPG Maker. But between them and the back of the tent, it looks like just a flap.
How well secured are these statues?
And they look like statues just sitting on the ground. theoretically
So I
have
could,
to
like-
be mobile for a traveling exhibit.
So I could knock one over then and just like shove it with athletics.
Yeah, you could try.
Seems like prudent idea to get their attention
Wait,
away from the front of the tent.
who's so sneaky? Why would you do that? Anybody sneaky?
I'm moderately sneaky. I got a +10.
Pretty good.
Clank, clank
Right.
from me.
Yeah.
So
I've got an 11, but my athletics is nothing to write home about, so I don't know.
Yeah,
if I can
that's
switch it
that's
over.
my problem. I've got good stealth, no athletics. I've got acrobatics.
Well,
Well, I can
I can-
shove a statue. I have plenty of
and I can make someone
athletics.
invisible after. If someone's
Oh,
Just
okay.
gonna pop in real quick to let you guys know we got a $55 donation.
Ooh.
I do not see anything attached to it on as a note anywhere or
And
anything.
sky medals to
so
everyone, hero, in the note. That's what you said?
Yeah, assuming nobody types up in chat and says that they have a specific person, I think it would just go to someone randomly, I believe, correct?
Yeah,
One of our
I think that's the
guests.
plan.
No villain points. One of our guests for sure.
All right.
All right, let's roll a 1d3 to see which of our guests gets the hero point. I'm gonna do
Ooh, fancy.
alphabetical order by first name. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is that? Oh, I why can't I see? Oh, it's a 2, so that will be Ross.
Hey!
there you
Hey!
go. Nice.
Thank you, anonymous donor. I will definitely take that. I appreciate it.
All right, so we have some sort of statue knocking over / sneaking gambit going on here.
It would
Yeah.
appear so.
I can
You're
make
not gonna
you
exhibit
invisible.
over, if that's
Yeah.
better.
Right. I'm gonna cast.
Maybe draw them farther away.
Yeah, maybe we should not do this directly in front of them.
What?
Like this bigoted exhibit, just knock it over onto that poor villager behind it.
Villagers seem way too interested.
All right, if you would like to,
Yeah.
Take this.
one particular villager is just really lingering on the bigoted exhibit.
It's like, mm-mm.
Oh, that's
Ooh, a
fancy
natural
looking die.
17 for 31.
Nice.
I just
Oh,
hate
the-
bigots.
With a 31, you are able to knock over the bigoted exhibit, which dramatically crashes to the ground, dislodging all sorts of fossils and thoroughly messing things up. Let me just see.
And casually walking away.
Oh, guards, there appears to be a problem with an exhibit.
And one of the guards appears to be distracted by that. He's sort of edging away, looking over at things. The other one is still in his spot.
Well, I don't think I need wax or an eyelash anymore, but I am going with a touch to make my companion invisible here for 10 minutes.
Nice.
Ooh.
And how it goes, right? And, yeah, 10 minutes. Wow, look at that.
Who have you made invisible?
Ross's character.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yes.
You have an
I'm-
11, right? Like versus everybody else's 10. Was that what I heard?
Yes,
or-
I do have an 11 stealth. So yeah, I could try to approach the tent, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Yes, right. Sorry, I'm here. Yes. Woo, let's go.
I mean, like,
Ed.
technically you're not, because you're invisible, so you're not here, but you're here.
You got the bag, right?
I still can think. No. Hand me the bag.
Oh. I don't yeah. I don't remember who had the bag, but
Jeremiah vomits the bag out.
oh,
Lovely.
right. Thanks,
Okay.
Jeremiah.
Well, good.
Try to like wipe some of it off on my like waistcloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
That was the weirdest bag of holding.
a century and a half of life, and that is the strangest thing I have ever seen.
Just frogs barfing up bags as one does.
Like you do. All right, I'll grab the bag and start heading toward the tent. And I guess I'll stealth my way over.
All right. Why don't you roll a stealth check?
I have. I believe that is supposed to be secret since, I don't know how stealthy I am.
All right. And what does invisibility do for stealth in Pathfinder 2nd Edition?
We're not talking like specific pluses and minuses. It's just conditions. So now they're unobserved.
Basically, it allows me to even try it at this point because otherwise I'm in like plain bright light with no cover. So
makes sense. Let me check what my perception is. All right, I've got my perception. Are you making your approach?
I am. I will start stealthing closer. I guess just let me know if he notices me because otherwise I'm heading for the tent.
Terry, is that you? And I'd look at one of the barbarian tuxedo guys. Is that you under the glasses and the hat? I can't tell. We were in the 25th together.
As Nolova the elf tries to creep by and maybe peek into the tent behind the executive barbarian, and Edric tries to run interference, I think that's a good spot to take a halftime break.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
Now recording.
I am eternally worried that I have not prepared enough material. At the same time, like, I have basically created a big room with tons of stuff in it, so feel free to poke at anything you want to poke.
Go.
All right.
Sweet. If all else fails, Heath and I could literally talk for hours about absolutely nothing.
We've done it.
Yeah, we have.
Whenever you messaged me about this, I was like, you sure you're going to be able to do this as a one shot? Because every one shot I've ever done has been a two shot. I don't think I've ever succeeded at a one shot.
Yeah, not only that, but you're like, okay, guys, I swear we've only got like 30 minutes, maybe. And that's an hour after you thought you were going to end.
I looked away at my Path Builder tab for like, I don't know, maybe spare 15 seconds and came back to this, Sam. I appreciate it deeply. The immersion is all right.
This is just how I normally dress.
Well, I'm just wondering why you don't bring this to our normal weekly pod recordings. Like, is this, you just dress up for guests?
Well, I mean, this costume has been behind me the whole time. I could have done it at any time, and I only thought of it today.
Should we
Wait, that's not a filter?
muffle ourselves?
I think it's probably the blur effect that's on there. I also just kind of have like an ephemeral ghostliness.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have led with that, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, this is burying the lead just a little bit there. Like, I exist in a visceral plane between life and death, but like, you know,
okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's
mostly like the 720p Logic camera, but yeah, no, I'm Sam and Jeff can attest. I have like a relatively nice camera that just like was not playing nicely with my computer, so I decided to go with the, you know, it kind of looks like a filtered everything too.
It really does.
Yeah.
It looks like you're getting the Barbara Walters treatment.
Well, it's also the steam that like keeps me calm. I usually keep my entire studio and office as a sauna, and just kind of impose the clothes on over my body when we have to do streams like this. So
nice.
Why
have a
do I
nice
not
fix
have
noise.
us
Man's playing
the
with fire.
audio live? Everybody should be hearing this. I don't know.
I didn't practice a voice. Jeff, did you practice a voice?
Good Lord. No, I didn't even have a character's name until earlier today.
I built my entire character today, but what about you, Ross? Did you work on a voice?
I mean, yeah, I mean, she's an elf, so it's just like, all right, a fairly normal voice, I feel. So, yeah.
Is that a
I
chain
mean-
smoking elf? Get a real
I
specific.
decided it would be
kinda-
funny to play a character that technically, like, if you think about it, is an alien because elves are from like Castrovel. So, just like,
Fair.
hey, look, I'm right here. Your search is over.
I don't think that bodes well, to be honest.
No, I don't like it.
I don't think
but
so either.
I'm standing right next to him. He's gonna pound my brain into powder.
10, 5, 10, 5, 10.
10 seems to be the. I'll go with 10, I guess.
Let's go with 10.
10
It's a
works for me.
nice round number that exists. 10.
Yeah, we're not a
See you
union.
all
We're not a
10.
union. We don't have to force 15-minute breaks. So
Oh, wait, actually, no, sorry. I need your dues right
Oh,
now.
this guest spot isn't unionized?
That's weird.
I didn't get a contract. I'm not part of the union. This feels like I'm being
All right,
paid
how
to
much?
stand
How much
together.
are the dues though? And do you accept Venmo?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the
I
only
mean,
thing
yeah,
I
sure,
accept.
if you're willing.
Cool.
The
Just
dudes
like
are
Jimmy
one
Hoffa.
vomited up frog bag.
Oh man, I don't have one of those. Jeremiah was the only one.